yo. Hello. It's me, it's Ryan. I'm on the internet again. Surprise. I've got a new stream set up, so we'll see how it goes. I'm going to turn down my music just a little bit because it is very loud in my ears. Like super loud. Like upsettingly loud. That's too loud. Ooh. What? It's hard. It's hard to be a streamer. Anyway, today we're going to be doing some exciting stuff, but I need to figure out how to use my computer. All right, cool. So I've got the webcam is my face. We got the thing here. Wait, here, this. That's cool. If anyone's in chat, say words, and you will see your words show up here. Look at this. More professional. Okay. So today's stream, what we're going to be doing is we are going to be migrating a project from a framework that I made a few years ago, called elm-spa. There's this project here, this real-world example app. Elm-spa was a framework that I made, and Elm Land is the new iteration of that framework. And a lot of people have been asking me, Ryan, how do I upgrade from Elm-spa to Elm Land? And my initial advice is like, just do it. But I think some people might be a little scared by that. So we're just going to do it, and we're going to see how it goes. I hope we don't run into any issues with the dev server. There was some reports of like the dev server not spinning up or showing error messages when you run it the first time or something. So we'll see how it goes. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna, from start to finish. Hey, what's up, Jeroen? Words. Good to see ya. I've got the chat way over here, so I don't even. I gotta get like a little alert noise or something. But it's good to hear from you. Yeah. So. What I want to do is clone this repo. I haven't done anything yet, I swear. I'll clone this repo. This is a working app that's deployed at realworld.elm-spa.dev. So my goal is to take this repo, bring it down to my local computer, we'll edit it, and then I want to deploy it to realworld.elm.land, and then I'll share the link at the end. And I'll also upload this video to YouTube. So that if you want to reference this later, any of the things that I say, you have that as a resource. But anyway, yeah, let's just dive into it. So I'm gonna clone this SSH, and I am just going to go into my. You know what? Let's do this in the Elm Land org. So I'm gonna do git clone. elm-spa real world, and I'm gonna put it in a new folder called real world app. So if I open this up, this has all the instructions that I need to run it. So elm-spa server. Hey, what's up, Haley? How are you? Long time no see. It's been a while since Elm Camp. We got the whole Elm Camp family in chat, which is nice. All right, so let me zoom in. Let me know if this is a good enough like zoom size. I've got like, don't remind me. I've got like a 2560 monitor, and then this is 1920 by 1080. But do another one next week. That sounds good. Let's do that. You know I would. I have my shirt over here. Let's see. Well, whatever. Nope, that's not my shirt. That's not my Elm Land shirt. I have too many white shirts. I don't know what's what. But I stole I stole two Elm Camp shirts, and I've been wearing them outside. Mari did a great job. All right. So this is using Elm Land, the latest version. So all I'm gonna do is just install that. Elm-spa, the latest version. I'm gonna be saying Elm Land and Elm-spa every other word, so please don't be upset. Happy Friday, everyone. We're gonna see how it goes. So I'm just installing elm-spa. I'm running elm-spa server. And there's our app. So that went pretty good. You'll notice that it's running on 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's where our Elm Land server is going to run. So what elm-spa does is, just like Elm Land, it's going to generate a bunch of code for us. It's all here. But for Elm Land, we're not going to have access to that code. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just start. The first thing I'm going to do is make sure that I have the latest version of Elm Land installed. So we know it's working for elm-spa, or at least we know the homepage is working for elm-spa. And what I want to do is I want to run Elm Land server and see what errors I get. Delete this folder. Cool. Couldn't find a project. All right, yeah, so we're gonna need an Elm Land JSON file. Luckily for us, the Elm Land docs have that. So when you go to this reference, you can just go here and you can just copy the file. And we're gonna make a new file here, elmland.json. And I'm just gonna change the title of this for fun. Conduit. Let's see what else. Let's see what I had in this. So elm-spa, you had an index.html file with all these like meta tags and stuff. So I'm gonna put this on the right, and I'm gonna have the Elm Land JSON on the left. As you can see, this HTML section is actually pretty similar to this. So we have our link tags. We have our link tags here. What I'm gonna do is I am going to copy these URLs. I'm gonna collapse the sidebar too so I get a little bit more space. Hey, what's up, Wolfgang? Tip, make small commits, that way people can then look at your commits and follow the same instructions. I like that tip. Let's do that. Right after I get this Elm Land JSON working, we'll make a commit for that. All right, cool. So we're gonna wanna have an href here. Rel, style sheet. So I'm just kind of taking these attributes and bringing them into this JSON file. It's very tedious. There's probably some very clever way to make this smarter. I'm gonna do it the dumb way. We'll see what happens. Cool. So the only thing that changes here is the href. And do that. And then we've got, what is this? Type. Text CSS. I don't think I need the type on all these, but that's okay. So it looks like they're using this main CSS file, and then we have our custom style.css that we're going to bring in too. So let's just copy this. I don't really know if this type is necessary. I'm going to just do that. Copy the URL, paste the URL, copy the URL, paste the URL. This style CSS file, we're going to need to put in a static folder for Elm Land to pick up on it. So I'm just going to make a new folder called static. That's something that's changed. So I'm just going to move this from style to static. And then, yeah, I'm going to move all this static stuff in there actually that I care about. And then main.js, we'll come back to that. This needs to be changed too. But I'm just going to move some static assets over. Or make giant commits and get hired as elm-spa to Elm Land transition consultant. Hashtag money. Yeah, maybe not. Maybe not this time. That is next level plays though. Let's see. Okay, cool. So I've moved all these tags over. Now when I rerun Elm Land server, okay, cool. So we are seeing errors. This is perfect. All right, so we've got our server up. It says hello Elm Land, and it's complaining about our pages that they don't match what they expect. And so the last Elm Land release put a just a bunch of effort into giving nice feedback here and like Elm-like error messages. So hopefully these will guide us through the rest of the process. What I'm gonna do in the meantime, I can see, you can kind of see in the background, maybe you can't see because it's so dark, that default sans serif font, or the default serif font's gone, so I think our CSS is loading as we expect. But we'll confirm that later. Hey, what's up, Leo? How you been? How's Italy? How's the Italian life? We have UK, we got France, we got Italy, we've got what is it? Milwaukee. Is that where you're at, Wolfgang? The country of Milwaukee. All right, sweet. So I've got all this. Oh, and I want to update my gitignore to not include these generated files. That's one more thing I want to do before I make this commit. .elm land, the grand country of Milwaukee. Honestly, I gotta visit you up there. It sounds like a fun place to be. I'm excited for you. And then we're gonna see each other soon at Strange Loop. Should have the president of Elm Land. Yes, that's me. Hey, what's up? What's up, Jared? Indiana. I didn't realize you were so close. Are you in Indianapolis, or are you in another nearby? Hello, hello. C3PO XTC. Southern, very cool. I've got family like right on the border of Illinois and Indiana. So I'm there every now and then. Okay, cool. So we've got this, the server's up and running. Everything's good, we're all vibing here. I'm gonna close this out. I'm gonna close this out because these two tabs are gonna confuse me. I'll just pin this one actually, this is the live site. And then I'll take Jeroen's advice and I will make a commit here. So this is add elmland JSON and move static files. Cool. Okay, so do I want to do that in master? Where am I going to do this? I need a new, I want a new remote, I think. So this isn't really a upgrade thing. I went to school in Evansville, nice, kind of South Central now. For a title, President BDFL, Grand Emperor King. I prefer the title Mr. Ryan. That's what everyone should call me. That's my powered title. I let it go to my head, you know? It's like, oh, that's a mister. That's a big deal. My mom used to call me Mr. Master, I think. Mr. Master? What did she say? No, she called me Master Ryan. Yeah, call me Master Ryan. Mr. Ryan. Yeah, the vowel, you can put any vowel where the I is, to be honest with you. I don't mind. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to see if I know how git works. Nope. Git remote origin. I think it's like set URL. Git remote set URL origin. Set URL origin, and we're gonna make a new repo. Elm Land. I'll just go there. I will create a new repository under Elm Land. And what do we call it? Real world? Real world app. What the heck? What's the description for this? It's like this, but it's different. So we'll just change all the things that are different. Markdown, no markdown. And Elm Land. Codebase containing real world examples here to the real world spec and API. That's going to be public. Everyone gets to see it. I'm going to create the repo. And then, yeah, I want to add this origin, or I want to set the URL for the origin of this. And then we'll see if I can do this. Ho, 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 ho. All right, folks, it's here. I like that. In Switzerland, there's a city called Elm. They still drink Elmer. Elmer, nice. Oh, I would copy paste this into chat, but this is my MacBook, and then here, so I'll type it for you. Elm Land. Let's see here. Elm Land, real world app. I've got 2 computers. I designed this whole setup to confuse myself. Oops. What the heck? It sounds... All right. And there you go. Guan, my sweet boy. Welcome. I'm streaming. It's Friday. Everyone's hanging out. Everyone's having a good time. We're gonna be upgrading old boys to new boys today. Gauge? What? What? I have no idea what that means. I am not cool. I lost internet lingo. I don't know what that is. Oh. It's not showing up. Everything I do, I tell the chat to do the thing, and it doesn't do the thing. Do I need like a Chrome extension? You tell me how to fix that, Guan. All right. Anyway. Okay, so we have this. This is live. You can all check out that link down there. And this is our repo. It's got our commit from 3 minutes ago. And what we're going to be doing is we're going to be on programmers. We're not going to use our brains. We're just going to read the compiler and just get slapped against the guardrails until we have the solution we're looking for. Engage. Yeah, I have no idea what that is. Yeah, don't confuse your rune. All right, so this is coming from our article slug page. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna copy this. In here I do Command P, paste that, and now I've navigated to this page. And what we wanna do is update these imports. So all these times that we see requests with params, across the board actually, we're gonna want to replace this with Elm Land's route type. And then we're going to just keep using params. So I'm just doing this across every file because every file is going to have this issue. So I'm going to replace that. Request. And everywhere we do this, it's going to be the exact same thing. In Elm Land, request was replaced with route. People were confused by the name request. And also, if you look at other frameworks, people just call it route. And that seems to be okay. Also, everywhere you see page width model message, we're going to get rid of this dot width. Elm Land doesn't need that. Width is a weird name for a type, and nobody likes it. So we fixed that too. All right, so we're getting a little bit warmer. So now this is something I need to take a look at how to do this right. But params is no longer valid, and it's no longer generated. So all these generated params, oops, I'm gonna do this capital, oops, replace all the instances of params with just the param verbatim. So now the editor is giving us that error. We'll delete this import and replace params with slug. I think article slug is actually what we want. Yeah, sorry, my bad. So just like in elm-spa, the name of your file determines what the name of this variable is going to be. And I'm just going to call it article slug across the board. I don't want to confuse people. Let's not do that. I want the diff to be really nice and lean. Okay. Next error message. We've got the editor page. So let's go to Pages, Editor. Cool. We're going to get rid of request. So everywhere we see request arrow, we're going to replace that with route and this empty tuple. The empty tuple means there's no parameters. There's nothing special on this request. So I'm going to replace all those instances with that. And then page not found exposing page. Oh, they expected this to expose a page function. So Elm Land puts an underscore at the end of this. So we're going to do that too. And then here, Oh, this is just, it's just a 404 using the not found component. What I'm going to do here is I'm actually just going to do Elm Land add page, or I'm going to do customize 404. And then that'll completely replace this page, I think. Source pages. I feel like something weird's going on. All right, let's try this one more time. Cool. Okay, there we go. That was really weird. Components dot not found. We're gonna do that. And then here we're just gonna say title equals 404. And then our body is gonna be this. So this is gonna be the exact same behavior as the last page. Let's take a look at that diff. So it used to be 404 for the tab title, and then components not found. We're just going to upgrade that here to a fully fledged page. And this, we could do like a page, view type if we want. But I've been encouraging people in Elm Land not to make those, because you're just going to need to upgrade it later, and there's no like fancy like AST scanning way to like partially upgrade a page. So just use add page, you'll be okay. If you're not using subscriptions now, you might later. No, that's okay. These aren't going to hurt you. But it is more letters, so watch out for that. Okay, let's see where we're at with the errors. Profile username. Okay, let's go to that page. And it's saying again, the params are not what we expect, so we're going to delete the params. And we are going to say there's a username param with a string argument. And then auth, we have the auth module, which has changed its signature a little bit here. So we say, instead of before protected init, we call this on page load. And then there's also a view loading page function, which this app doesn't actually use because it either provides the thing or redirects to the login. But just so you know, you're going to want to add this. I could type this by memory, or you can just go to the auth guide here, and you can see that this is all you need. So really, if you're upgrading your own project, just like lean on the docs. The docs are they got your back. Cool. So I'm gonna do that. View, and then oh, that's right, Elm Land source. I was wondering if I wasn't getting any error messages. One other thing we want to do is tell Elm Land to use these folders here. So I'm gonna close this and see if what's this error. Oh, the main files. Cool. I'm gonna rename this main underscore for now, so there's no collision there. Great, now we're getting error underlines, which is something that I missed. I missed deeply. All right, cool. Okay, cool. So we've got this. We've got source auth on page load. So there's no such thing as an elm-spa protected anymore. That has since changed to auth action user. So we're gonna use that in our auth module. And auth actions are actually what we should be returning here. So this is going to be user, load page with user. And then this is going to be, what did I have before? Redirect to? We'll do replace route. So the path is going to be the path to the login page. Route.path.login should be the name of the page. And then if you're not using any query parameters, you can just do empty dictionary for that. And then if you don't need any hash, you can do that. I think that's all it is. Cool. And then here we can say dictionary. All right, let's see what's different here. Oops, I exited the server. It's a mistake. Okay, here we go. So far, so good. Oh, and we want to view never for the loading page, which is good because I don't actually have a message type. Okay, now we're going to hop over to shared. And shared needs to expose a decoder for how to decode the flags. So this is the decoder that we want to use here. So Elm Land forces us to use a decoder when dealing with flags so that our app doesn't crash. If you don't use a decoder in your vanilla Elm app, there's a chance that you just, oops, JSON dot, I guess I'll do decode.map. There's a chance that you'll just run into a runtime exception, which is never fun. So I'm going to say flags is going to be, this first argument is now a result, either a JSON decoding error or the flags that you expect. So yeah, this is a result, and this is your route. Looks like we don't use the route. Flags, we're going to say result with default, and then if we can't load it, we're just going to replace it with nothing. Oh, and that's right, we don't need commands. We don't use command message in shared anymore. We can use the effect type. This is a big upgrade from Elm Land. You're going to be able to reuse the effects that you define throughout your application in the shared module. So we're going to do that too. Cool. I'm going to start doing small checkpoints here. So one thing here we can do with a commit is replace source directories. We can rename the not found page. And then this one here, the auth module, upgrade the auth module. Rename main underscore to prevent collisions with Elm Land source main. Cool. So I think this might be all the replace request throughout. Okay, cool. So now let's dive into some of these shared changes, or I guess whatever Elm's complaining about next. So import gen.route as route exposing route. All this, everywhere you see this, I think the way it's used is like route path. So this should be this. So in elm-spa, we called just the path of the URL, the route, but in Elm Land, the path of the URL is called the route path. So query parameters, hashes, those are all included in like the route type. So request got renamed to route, and then route got renamed to route path. A little bit confusing, but we're doing our best here. Cool. So that is that. Cool. And then view link. Let's go to the navbar component next. I'm going to close all these files. So the current route is going to be, oh, here we go, route. So all these route dots, we're going to make route path dot. And then we just have a built-in href function now. We don't need to pass to href into href. Sorry about that. Sorry about that, elm-spa folks. This one we don't want to do that for. And this one, this is going to be the path rather than that. So I'm going to rename current route across the board. Let's rename this to current route path, just to be clear about what the type is. And then here, I'm going to call that route path. And then again, we don't need to double href ourselves. This is going to create that attribute for us. So we should be good there. All right, let's go to the user form component. This is all just me following the errors so far. Nothing crazy happened yet. And then this. Route, path. Cool. What's next? We got the slug page for the article. Doesn't know what that is. Cool. All right, all these import gen.route as route things. We're going to replace this with route.path. We're just going to leave that there. Yeah, I'll do that. Just wait for the compiler. Wait for Elm Land to rebuild. Actually, the compiler's very fast. This is Elm Land being slow. What is going on? Cool. All right, utils route. I don't think we need this anymore. I don't know why these are here. This is very weird. I'll have to see how this is used. Let's just get rid of this and see who's using it, because I don't think we need this file. Let's just get rid of this file and see what happens to us. Because with Elm Land, all those functions are really easy to call. Easier than whatever the heck I was doing. Okay, cool. So now we've got import utils.route. Let's just replace that with nothing. I'm just going to pin this repo so we have it. What's going on? Why is it so slow? Who made this framework? Okay, we've got request. See how this goes. If I bully myself during the stream, it's not personal. I'm just bullying myself. It's very good. All right, the current route path now is just route path. So I don't know what I was doing before with elm-spa, but it's easier now, I promise. I promise you guys. Oh. And I don't do these alias things anymore. I think they just confuse people. They do save me typing, but they don't help. They don't help you. I also don't... Lately I've been avoiding these type constructors. If it's a record, it's a record. It's just easy for people to read that and know what's going on. Feels like JavaScript, which is mixed. Okay, so let's just say that this could fail, because I think it can fail. So I put the maybe outside the field in case the field's missing. So this is just a way to be more resilient than saying that it's always a field and maybe it has a value. I think in both situations we're going to be okay, but it doesn't hurt. It doesn't hurt to do it on the safe side if the result's the same. Okay, this is actually great. This is going to change to effect.saveuser, and effect.clearUser. So all of your ports, all your whatever, anything will just go in the effect module. The effect modules like do something that's not a state update, like something that doesn't update the model. That's an effect. You just throw it in that bucket, and then we implement it. We'll implement that together in a little bit. Let's see. Let's customize the effect module. So I'm running Elm Land customize effect. That's going to bring effect into this file, and then we'll be able to add our custom effects. I like to add them here. So save user, clear user. Those can go here. It's going to be like, what is this? What are you talking about? So we're going to make new variants on this thing. I think save user comes with a user. I don't think auth is a circular dependency, but it might be. If it is, we'll just move the user into a. Yeah, it is. Okay, that's fine. If you run into like a circular dependency, oh, it looks like I already have a way to fix that. Just move it to another module. So API user is that module that we're going to use. Rather than importing auth into effect, you can just import API user. And now all of a sudden we shouldn't have that circular problem. So that circle error goes away, and we just wait for the next error. Cool. So it says, I don't know what save user is. You said you were exposing that, but then you didn't. So I'm going to just define those here after the existing ones. And I'm just going to do some multi-line editing. Oops. Message user effect. Oh, sorry. Here we'll just do the same thing, capitalize it. And all we're going to do with clear user is we don't actually care about this argument. With a clear user, you just say clear it, and there's no information you need to pass. Sign out doesn't need that kind of stuff. Cool. So whenever we add a new effect, you're going to see stuff like this. We're going to need to tell Elm how it's going to be able to map one effect to another. That's just used by the internally generated code so that it can take your page messages and upgrade them to top level messages and combine it with layouts and all that fun stuff for you under the hood. Clear user. Cool. And then finally, we need to tell it how to actually do it. So there was a ports module. It's okay to keep the ports module around. I'm going to do that for simplicity, but the ports are going to return a command, and that's what's kind of unique here. So what I want to do is import that ports module. In a typical Elm Land app, you can just define your ports inline, so it's not a big deal. Actually, let's just do that. Let's just move this code in there. We'll delete the module. I'll copy these imports too, so you don't got to worry about it. And then we'll be doing things the Elm Land way, TM. And I think ports doesn't need to get imported anymore. And all we're going to do is we're going to say if we get a clear user message, we're going to turn that into an outgoing call to that port. And if we get a save user message, we're going to turn that into an outgoing port call. And because outgoing returns a command, we're all set. This function to command will be a happy pappy. And then finally, we need to add port module at the top. Otherwise, it can't be a port module. So I'm going to make a commit just for that part here. So we're going to replace the port module with just 2 new effects. Replace ports module. So we don't need a separate module for that. It's going to make it easier on the caller, because now the caller is just going to be like, I need an effect dot, and then they can just see all the things they can do. So save user is now available. So that's compiling. Taking off. Good to see you, and thanks for stopping by. Have a good weekend. Then we've got auth action. That's going to be in the auth module again. Looks like I didn't import that. So we'll do that. All right, route path login. Cool. So it's saying I don't know what route path is because you never imported it, you goof. So we're just going to import that. All right, utils.route.navigate. This is the good stuff. So I was like, let's delete that file because I have no idea what it's good for. Oops. Oops. Navigate. So here, yeah, here we have all this weird stuff. Page.element. Oh wow, this still works. Okay. We don't want to pass in the request key and do all this stuff, so I'm going to upgrade this page from an element to a new, and it'll be clear why that's useful hopefully soon. But when we upgrade things to use this new constructor, command will become effect. So every single page in Elm Land is going to look the same, so as you're switching around, hopping between files, you're not going to get confused about why does some of these look this way and some of them don't. And then, like we were saying earlier, effect, you could just say effect.push route, and you can optionally give it some query stuff. I think what I should probably do is just have a helper function for when you don't want to do this, because this is a lot of typing for nothing. Oops. And I'm also just going to import those. That's what that error was talking about. Cool. And I don't know if the request is used anymore, so we don't even need to pass this in, which is nice. Oh yeah, and then all these need to be effects. The easiest way to upgrade these for now, so that I don't have to do a bunch of crazy stuff, is you can just say effect.send command. We might circle back and oops. We might circle back and upgrade each of these to be an effect rather than a command. There are some benefits to that, but it might not be helpful for folks just trying to upgrade. I'm just going to replace all the command nuns here with effect none, and then turn these commands into effect using send command. All right, we're making a lot of progress. There's a lot of lines of code we're changing, but so far it hasn't been too much brain power. Oh, and that's right. So another thing to know is that there's this empty unit here. This is for performance reasons. So this argument's always kind of missing here. Oh, sorry, this should be effect.batch. And then we're going to want to do effect send command. We could have also did the command batch and then passed it in one of these, but hindsight's 20/20. We don't need the route anymore, so we don't pass that in anymore. And then we've got one more there. Is that it for this page? Is this page happy now? Cool. All right, on to the next page. So editor, pages. All right, so protected pages. So in elm-spa, if you wanted to make something automatically redirect when a user wasn't signed in, you would use this thing called protected, and you would do this backwards pipe thing, and then you would have this lambda. It got easier in Elm Land. If you want something to be protected in Elm Land, you just say that it is. You say auth.user, and then Elm Land will generate the code for that a little differently. So now this page is protected, and we want to do a navigate. We don't want to pass in these browser keys. That's no good. That makes testing really hard. So I'm going to replace all the rec here with route, and then we're going to do a similar thing. Page.new. Got to pick up my kid from school. Yeah, well, take care, Jared. Thanks for stopping by. I should be doing this again next Friday, but we'll be doing something more exciting than upgrading an app. But next Friday, I want to do something. It's a private repo, but I want to share it with people and make it public. Okay, cool. So effect dot push route. So same idea here. We're gonna do this. Query equals, that's sorry, hash equals nothing. Query will be an empty dictionary. And we're just going to import those like we did last time. Cool. And then, like we said, oh, effect needs to get imported. Everywhere we see command message, we should now be returning effects. Every time we did command.none, we should be doing effect.none. Oh, and another thing, the routes don't have 2 underscores in between them. That was completely unnecessary. I don't know why I did that to begin with, but that's another subtle change from elm-spa. And then again, this unit needs to go here. And I think the editor page is happy. Cool. Now we're going to go to the article select page. Cool. We want this to be protected. Auth.user. Page.new. Replace all these rec variables with route. Auth, push route, tedious, tedious, tedious. Just type in letters. Dict.empty hash equals nothing. We're gonna import all kinds of stuff. Oh, again. I'm just going to replace all these. Oh, it's just one. Okay. Cool. So that's the last instance of that. Okay, cool. Article slug. Effect across the board, effect.send command. Cool. That page looks happy. Let's go to the login page. That'll be a fun one. All right, so this is a page new. This is already using an effect, so that's great. So what changes? All right, this is the same idea, send command. I'm just gonna paste this at the bottom just to be consistent. And then this one doesn't even need to be converted because it already is a command. Effect.push route, path equals route.path, home, query is nothing, hash is nothing. We're going to import the dictionary again for the bajillionth time. And then effect dot sign in user. Notice that I'm taking the shared message out and I'm moving all the behavior of like, do I call it shared? Do I not call it shared? That's all going to move into effect. So this is a good example of sign in user. I'm just going to call it sign in actually. And what we're going to do is we're going to send the shared message from inside effect. Sign in is going to take in something. I don't actually know. I have to look at the type signature. Sign in user message dot sign in user. Got it right. Sign in user. And then that'll be send shared message. And all this send shared message stuff is already wired up. What we do need to do though is we need to make sure that all of the messages that were previously defined here get moved. This needs to become an alias, and that's to prevent circular dependencies with the effect module. So here, this will be the same as share.message message. I'm going to just make it manually myself. Shared/message.elm module share.message exposing message and all its variants. And then this comes from API user exposing user. So shared's happy. Oh, and there's multiple shared modules. So let me just make sure to delete the generated one. That's the problem with doing these manually. I'm going to delete this actually. And I'm going to do the same thing with model. And just move the shared model into this. Hey, how's it going? Welcome, welcome. We're just upgrading this app to use the latest version of the new framework. And hopefully we'll have a working app at the end of it. But we'll see. We'll see. How's your Friday going? All right, import api.user exposing user. User. All right, this is going to be api.user.user. Great. And Elm Land will automatically call that for us. Let's see what error message we have now. Cool. Cannot find a shared message, and that's because we didn't import it. So elm-spa didn't need to use these. Elm Land does, and that allows you to use effects within shared. So that's the trade-off there. Okay, and then these need to get namespaced, or they need to get exposed in the import. I'm going to namespace them. That's the convention I've been using. Cool. So when they click the sign out button, that's what they're going to get. This is just an alias, so we don't have anything to expose there. Oh, nice. Yeah. Jared was just in here too. Glad you liked it. Yeah, a lot of folks have been asking how to upgrade their old projects, so I just thought it'd be helpful to walk through that. That's what today's stream's about. And then I'm planning to stream again next Friday, but I'll have a little bit more notice than 0 minutes next time. All right, let's take a look. Oh, did I not? Oh yeah, I called it sign in, so that's the only issue there. And then route path register. So that's changed. All right, we got page new. We got the init function, takes in a tuple. I'm just gonna move this to the bottom. Boom. But yeah. Ooh. Oh, I got to stretch. All right, you're gonna lose my hands though. Look at them. Gone. how's it going? How's it going, Ricardo? I'm seeing all these follows, by the way. Thank you for the follow. And then also Steve and Jared. About 30 minutes ago, he followed me, and I just saw it now. I need to get some like alert sounds in my ears. Yeah, well, that's what it does. It makes me have to stretch legally. I'm legally required to stretch. All right, path equals. What am I doing? Oh yeah, pushing her out. And then we don't need all this garbage anymore. Don't need a util. Do navigation. Because that would be sad. We don't want to be sad. We want to be mad. Right, exposing. All right, cool. And then again, all this gets simplified. This is why we move things to the effect module in Elm Land, because this is the before and this is the after. When you make an effect, you want it to be really easy to call it, and you can move all that boilerplate inside the effect function. Like, don't make people type it on every page. So that's the goal with the effect module. All right. Path login. Cool. All right, what's the next error? All right, I'm gonna replace all these effect from commands, which is just the one effect send command. See how that goes? Cool. And then all these ports save users, all this stuff. That is just going to be save user. It shouldn't be the callers. Callers shouldn't have to know if you know, that's a port or that's a shared message. It's none of their business. All right, cool. This is a new. We need access to the user though. So that's the way to do that in Elm Land. Import the auth module, and then just make sure that we get that empty unit. I think the empty unit's the most annoying, subtle part, because it's not really clear why that needs to be a thing, but again, it's for performance. The way that the page.new works is every time you view the page, this needs to get called again, so we don't want to like invoke all these functions. People would report that like, oh, my init's getting called multiple times, and I'm like, it's not. Like, it's this code's running multiple times, but we're not sending, you know, effects 10 times. So just as a little performance improvement, and also to help unconfuse people when it comes to development. Okay, oh, and one thing we can do is we can get rid of this dependency on elm-spa. I think that might help with some of these. Yeah, there we go. Some of these errors are coming from the fact that, oh, what is this? Source main.elm page params. All right, let's take a look at this username profile page. Let's go with the username. And we're going to replace all these commands with effects. And then again, init is going to take in this extra arg. Sorry about it. Cool. And then this one is going to be, oops. This actually is a, oh, let's make it an effect. We don't have to do this. So these are all side effects. Boom, boom. Cool. That wasn't so bad. I thought that would be worse. So far, so good. let's go to the home page and see what's wrong with this one. Okay, this is the last of those. And again, we're just going to replace command with effect. We're going to import effect, which hadn't previously been in this module. And let's see what we're missing. Oh, and that's right, we got to ignore this. And all these become effects. We can clean this up with a second pass. But that's it. Okay, that page is done. Now we're on Elm Land. Okay, let's see what we can commit here. So I'm gonna remove the Ryan NHG elm-spa dependency. Clap, clap, clap. I gave myself a little golf clap there. I was like, but that's the upgrade path. Okay. So this is. So here we're going to add the sign in, remove sign in to the effect module. How long have you been live? Okay, that took an hour. It took an hour. That's not so bad. All right. Oh, and this whole module can go. No one's using it. Let's see if there's anything. I think there's. Doesn't shared have a view function that I need to be thinking about? Okay, yeah, this layout. I want the nav bar to be on every page. So this, it compiled, but this view here is not being used on each page. So let's just, let's fix that. We're almost done. But there is a subtle difference here, which is that we need to use Elm Land's new layout type. So Elm Land add layout, and we're just going to call it default. So if you want to reuse views across pages, each page can opt in to reusing that view. And that way your sign-in page doesn't need to have a nav bar if you don't want it to. Let's see what happens in the sign-in page for the live app. Okay, so it does have the nav bar. So it looks like every page, regardless, will always have this. That's totally fine. Okay, let's go to the default layout. So whenever this gets viewed, we have the content for the page here. I'm just gonna actually verbatim copy exactly what we had. I'm gonna paste it here, and then we're just gonna change page to content. I think we're done. To message might be to content message. And then we want to expose all those. And then here, shared messages used to be sent from this. I guess they still could be. No, yeah, that's not how we do it in the new version. So here we say click sign out is a message, and then we do effect sign out, and that will do the shared message for us. I'm also going to import these two components. Effect.signout. Cool. So we're going to define the sign out effect in the effect module. We're going to put it right next to sign in. And I'm going to just format it like this. Docs. So this is going to be send shared message again, but this one is going to do shared message. Click to sign out. This is kind of simple. So now effect.signout is what you'll call when you want to sign out from a page. And then route needs to get passed in. And then model.user. User needs to be stored. That's interesting. Oh, shared had access to the user. So this isn't in the model. This is coming from shared. So we can pass in both the shared and the route directly from this layout function here. Oop, sorry, I put that in the wrong spot. We were passing that in the view function, not the init function. So this is it. So notice that I still don't have my nav bar on these pages. So there's no like magic like name to get a default layout working. If you want to use a layout in Elm Land, you just opt into it with the page.withLayout function. So here we'll say layouts.default. So I'll save that. It'll be like, what are you talking about? What's a layout? And now my home page should have that nav bar at the top. When it renders, we're going to click the sign in button, and you'll see that it disappears because the login page, the URL says login. We haven't added it to all these pages. So I'm just going to go through the app, and I'm going to just add this. And for layouts. So this is the process to kind of go through that. I'm just going to go one at a time. I'll leave the not found page. Oh, I'll give a nav bar to the not found page. That's the same behavior as we had in the last. In the previous app. So we're going to preserve that. I wonder, there's probably a lazier way to do this. You ready for this? Let's see if this saves me time or it costs me more. Oh, so far so good. Boom. Slide that down. Save. Boom. Slide that down. Save. I think editor was the only one that was missing it. That's it. Everyone's using the layout. So as I click around, you'll see that all these pages always have this this nav bar. I can search by tags. I can go to a thing. Here I can go to an article. I can go to a user. And as I click around, we've got the app upgraded, and it's all Elm. So we've got our debugger, and this is an Elm app, and it's using Elm Land. So let's see how we did. So this is going to be add sign in, sign out, remove old main module. Cool. So this one was a lot of like changing the imports. Oh, and this view isn't going to be used anymore. Let's get rid of that. So view isn't even imported by anyone. I don't think. Yeah, great. Cool. So this is update shared module. Message. This is just route imports. Component imports. Move share.view into layouts default. And this is just upgrade pages. Pages, default layout, and modules, and effects. Prevent circular dependencies, shared message, and shared model. And this one here is remove unused utility file file. So with Elm Land, these are so easy to use that you don't need a utility for it. Cool. Okay, let's push all that, and let's deploy it. So where I want this to be is I want this to be at realworld.elm.land, and I'm going to take the same tags, Elm, web app, real world, and then I'll do Elm Land. Oops. Cool. And then I should probably change that logo. Oh man. All right. Fine. I'll do it. I'll do it. Let's do it while the deployment's going on. So Netlify. I'm gonna log in. I'm just gonna hide my screen for a sec. But all we're gonna do is I'm just gonna create a new project and then I'll cut right back to it. So here's my face. Oh, hydrate. Thank you. So I'm clicking login on Netlify, logging in with my GitHub. And then I'm just gonna do add a new site, import an existing project, deploy with GitHub. And then I'm gonna type in, oops, this is gonna go under the Elmland org, real world app. Okay, and I'll share again here. Look at that beautiful face. Oh, shucks. All right. So here, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go off the main branch. Base directory is the root, that's fine. But instead of all this stuff, oh, I should probably change the Netlify toml, huh? Just change the Netlify toml file. See all these settings I have here? You don't need to memorize those. You don't need to reference this video each time. Just go to the elm.land, and there's a deployment section. You can just copy this verbatim. And this is exactly what you need to deploy the app. So that's it. I'm going to push that up too. Push, updated, by settings. This works on Vercel. This works on anything that can serve a folder to the internet. You can deploy this app. There's no like crazy hosting costs associated with Elm. There's no server-side rendering or anything nuts. All right, let's see if this works. Deploy with GitHub. Cool. And there we go. It's pulling from that. That's good, I think. Let's see how the build goes. I'm going to change the name to Real World on Land. Copy that too. And let's take a look at the deploys and see how the build's going. So it's doing Elm Land build. Let's see if there's anything I missed. So it's installing Elm Land. That's what this delay is here. Oh my god. Sorry, it's done. Cool. All right, chat. It's real. It's live. Don't sell yourself short. I love it, Guan. Yes. You guys did not want to say that joke, and then we said it in front of Morask, and he lost his mind. He's like, "That is the best joke you've ever made, Ryan." All right, check it out. That's it. We just migrated the thing, and it took us an hour and 15 minutes. And I was mostly doing jokes. Half of that was jokes. But yeah. So that is the amount of effort it takes if you write the framework. The person that wrote the framework, yeah, that's how long it should take you. So if it takes you 3 hours, don't be upset. And your app might be bigger than mine. That's it. So I am going to copy this image. What size is this image? 1669 by 257. All right, we're gonna make a new image. See what this loads. This could load anything. All right, 1667 by what? 257? It's a crazy, crazy, crazy resolution. So what are we gonna do? We are going to, well, GitHub has dark mode now, right? So like, this should probably be different. You know, I'm proud of you. Thank you. All right, what am I trying to, what is, wait a minute. Cool. All right, sorry. Something popped up on my stream PC. Cool, cool, cool. All right, I'm going to give this background a background. X, B, was it G? Shift G? I don't know what the shortcut is for bucket fill. Shift B. How is anyone supposed to remember these things? We're just gonna make the background white. And then over here, we're going to select this garbage, delete that. We're gonna go to the elm.land. We're gonna go /logo.png. Nope, I made it up. Logo 256. Oh, okay, let's just go to the website. Let's go to the GitHub. Let's go to the docs. We'll go to the public. We'll go to the images. We'll go to the big boy. We're gonna copy the big boy. We're gonna paste said a big boy. New thing. We're gonna resize that layer. We're gonna make it 256. Look how pretty that rainbow is. I like that rainbow. Okay. Export this. This will be Ryan, code, Elm Land, real world app. Where is it? Static? Okay, yeah, logo. Replace. I think that's that. Let's push it. Before and after. Update logo. And then the README has some tests or something. I don't know what this is. I don't want that. All right. This application was built with Elm Land, a friendly tool for building SPAs. A friendly tool. This one isn't friendly. This is a production-ready framework. Okay, there's no friendliness. We don't make friends in Elm Land. Just kidding. Elm Land's very sweet. You should love it. Cool. Elm Land at latest. Cool. Okay, update README. Okay, now I'm gonna do some boring domain stuff. Back to my face. I'm gonna go to my domains and make it so that realworld.elmland points to that project we just deployed. Manage DNS, manage custom records. Real world. Whoa. I'm editing like the main record. Sorry. I almost completely took down the website because I'm not a clever man. All right, cool. So I think we called it Real World App Elm Land. Yeah, that's right. So we're just gonna make this Real World app dot elm land. I guess I'll just call it real world. So I'll save that. Cool. All right, now I'm gonna go back to Netlify. Sorry for hiding the screen for all this. Switch to Baldur's Gate 3. Oh my goodness. I do, but I can't play it. First of all, hello. Second of all, I can't play it without my buddies. And I got some friends on the West Coast and some on the East Coast, so it's like really hard to find a time. I might play some Rocket League though, because that's something I can hop in and then lose and then hop out. Have you been playing Baldur's Gate 3? How's it been going? Summon Central Coast. It's true. Did you have it on your wish list though, Wolfgang? You didn't get it, did you? Starting Baldur's Gate 3 next week since we just finished. Oh, congrats on finishing Divinity 2. We got really close to finishing it, but we didn't. Dave the Diver. That got really good reviews too. I think I might play some games. If y'all want to hang out while I play video games. I gotta test my gaming setup. But yeah, cool. I'm gonna add the subdomain. All right, so let me go back to sharing. So I'm trying to make it so that when you visit this, that you get to see the new. Oh my gosh, it works. It just needs a certificate, which takes a. Oh wow, let's see if it actually just works. I don't think it will. It usually takes a bit. So it says it'll fail. You'll see it says not secure right now. But that's that. While that's happening, we can actually update the Elm Land doc site. I have this examples folder with real world projects. Let's just make an entry for that, and hopefully by the time we add the link and by the time that deploys, it'll be HTTPS friendly. Okay, so the way I can edit this is I can click edit this. I'm gonna copy that. And what does it look like? This is a Safari browser I used. All right, let's copy this. Oh my gosh, Safari? Sadfari? Okay, sorry, I'm missing this. Haha, I can't never complete this big combat RPGs on co-op. Oh yeah, totally. Playing it solo, yeah, it's really good. Have you watched the Orville? Who's your favorite guy? Is your favorite guy Seth MacFarlane? Oops. Not secure. Dude, they should have that label on my website. Or on my emotions. Alright, cool. So that's a picture. Sorry, so we go back to this editing Elm Land. Okay, real world projects. Real world app. On Twitch stream. And I'll just plug myself at Ryan the RHG. Twitch.tv/Ryan the RHG. We upgraded the Conduit real world app from elm-spa, Elm Land. This app is a medium-like clone and features REST API calls, user login, and more. All right, real world, Elm Land, real world app, and then we'll say, oh shoot, this is going to get uploaded locally, huh? Well, I guess I'll put the screenshot in the local, in folder. Preview. Code, Elm Land, real world app, static, screenshot. Oh, we can delete this public folder too. Oh, port login doesn't work. How could it? Gosh dang it, we're not done. This isn't finished. We have to Elm Land customize the JavaScript. All this garbage here. Needs to go over here. What the heck? Whoa, sheesh. All right. Cancel, dude, that was nasty. Okay. All right. That's times like that. Oh, sorry. What did I miss? It's the voice of Yafit. Oh, Norm McDonald. Nice, nice, nice. Respect for the light theme. Ryan, did you stream record your work on Elm Land's VS Code plugin? No, I haven't. No, so just today I got back into streaming. I'm gonna do it again next Friday though. So if you want to hang, I'm gonna aim for going from noon to 5 Central. Maybe hop off at 3 or whatever. But yeah, if you want to check that out, I can show you that sometime. It's there's a certain amount of simple it has to be for me to be able to work with it. So the code base is not too crazy. It's not too much going on. 100 out of 10. Yeah, totally. Haley knows it. You been playing that, Haley? Are you talking about Divinity? Or are you talking about Baldur's Gate? Both are very, very good. I got like 95%, like 90% through Divinity, and then we lost our save file. And now I'm sad. And now I'm just always sad, Alright, let's see how this goes. Alright. Move ports. Public directory. Upload. Upload screenshot. I'm gonna refresh. Alright, it's secure now. I just wanna upload the screenshot. What the heck? Load faster. Alright, there we go. Let's fix that screenshot because I don't want it to say not secure forever on the screenshot. That would be sad. Replace. So it looks like HTTPS kicked in. We are secure. Okay. And then finally, this will be available at realworld.elm.land/screenshot.png. It's gonna be served right from the root. So let's see if I can preview this and actually get the screenshot in there. Oh, very cool. All right, so that is it. Add real world app. We're going to be adding more of these in the streams. We're going to be adding a bunch of examples. Now that the framework's a little more stable and less annoying. Just bought my plane tickets to Strange Loop. Oh, very cool. If you're there on Tuesday or Thursday, we should hang. Show us DM skills. I am such a bad DM. Don't. I'll just make jokes, and then yeah, it won't be good. One shot D&D though. That's cool. Definitely down to hang regardless. Looks like your back is not feeling well. A lot of missing auth credentials, even when I'm logged in. Yeah, try it now. I screwed up the ports. The ports weren't wired up at all. So try that again. Might be there Wednesday. Oh yeah, we should be there Wednesday. Are we taking the train, Wolfgang? I'm down to take the train. That's really coming up soon. All right, cool. Wolfgang and I are roomies. We're gonna be Strange Loop roomies. All right. Cool. All right, let me try this. Real world. Land. Sign up. Ryan High School. Ryan.nhg plus twitch.com. The password is super secret. I can't tell you. Cool. Sure. Baldur's Gate 3. How cool the game is. I like to play this game because I like words that are bolded. References. Studied at Arcane University of Nerds. Dragon Dentist license. I don't even know what I'm saying. D&D. Alright. Look at that. It's live. Oh my gosh. We can edit the article. We can say we are also a gnome. Who is the back people? The people that do the back stuff? The back doctors? Chiropractor. Cool. Very cool. Refresh. I could sign out. Very nice. Who's this guy? What's up with this? What's going on? I have no articles. How could it be? The author is Ryan Space Haskell? Weird. I feel like there would be an ID or something that I'd send up. Whatever. I'm not a clever man. Let's see if that's working on the real world Elm-spa version. I didn't break anything. All right, cool. Safari 15.4 and it's not working there. Huh. Still not working? That's weird. Oops. Sign in, Ryan, plus Twitch. Because it definitely wasn't working earlier because I screwed up. What was my password? That seems, sure. Getting bad status code. What are you trying to do? You're trying to load your feed, or what are you? Huh, it's working for me in Safari, or at least the basics. Testing this thing. I love to test. I live to test. Test. Oh, bad status code. There you go. Testing again. I love to test. You love to test. Test. Registering authorization credentials. What the heck? Why is everything so weird? Yeah, what's going on? Local storage. It's got the user. That's very weird. I wonder if it's just broken. I don't know what could be going on. Sign in. So I'm testing the elm-spa one, seeing if I screwed anything up. So weird. Because I did change how flags get loaded. Why would that be a Safari bug? Internet's crazy. Never for this website. Okay, so it's broken in both. That's fine, I guess. Hello, what is Conduit? Conduit is, so this is a few years ago, I guess. It's an app that's kind of like Medium, and it's allows you to make like, so there's like a different like implementations of like making this website in React, making it in Vue, making it in Elm. And so back in the day, I made this framework called elm-spa. And for that framework, I wanted to show people how to make a real thing. So I made this real world example app. And so this has been live for a bit, but I just upgraded it to my new, like kind of the next iteration of the framework. And so now it's available for people trying to use Elm Land, which is a framework for Elm. Hopefully that answers the question. Let me know if it doesn't. But yeah, I wanted to upgrade this project, and so I wanted to migrate. There's some people that had Elm-spa projects that I tried to migrate to Elm Land. Ooh. But yes. Yeah, I don't know what's up with Safari. Yeah, totally. You can, I think there's a chat command for it. Let's see. There you go. That's the website. And then this is my framework. But if you're new to it, the framework is designed for you. So if you're comfortable with like HTML and CSS, but you've never done this before, this is like how to use NPM to get started and things like that. There's a bunch of fun examples. Like Pokemon, dude. You can make a Pokemon app. And you could look at that thing. So that's pretty sick. But anyway. Yeah, that's my like big open source project. And I'm just hanging on here, making some examples of how to deploy it. I'm not worried about fixing the Safari thing right now. But thanks for calling that out, because I didn't know that was broken. It's got to be like the 4 lines of JavaScript I wrote, right? I just don't understand how. What the heck? Firefox too. What could I possibly be doing in Chrome that works? So like we do like feed. All right, is my request sending a token? Okay, if I'm sending a token, I'm done. Like, I'm not fixing it. It's like this is an older app, so I don't know if it's me or them or what. Headers. Yeah, I sent in a token. Yeah, I'm doing my part. I'm hitting the URL. Here's my token. I don't care. That's weird. I don't know why. Maybe their user agent. They don't like my user agent. I don't know why. I don't know what that's about. Very weird. I tried it in that dude version. Dude version? Huh. I don't get it. I don't understand. I think I said too many things in between. The guy who did Elm Land example of conduit. The guy who did Elm Land example. Sorry, I think I forgot what we were talking about. And now I'm confused again. All right. What is going on? So that is weird. Why would it be doing that? Well, whatever. It was broken with the old version. Is there any real world example apps that aren't? I don't know. They try to make like a product out of this, and I just don't understand what this is. All right, let's try it on Richard's example. Copy this link. And then I should probably stop caring about this. All right, so this is the original one. Error loading feed. Yeah. Yeah, it's something weird's going on. Looks like it's just broken. Oh, that dude. Oh, got it. You tried it in another version. Okay, I see what you mean. I was like, who's dude? All right, cool. Yeah, it looks like this. It just doesn't work. It's their backend. Maybe they should use one of these backends for it. But yeah. Cool. All right, well, that's it, I think. I'm going to switch over to my other computer and maybe change the thing. If y'all want to keep hanging out, I think I'm just going to be playing some games for a bit and chatting. But that's it. That's upgrading. That's upgrading from elm-spa to Elm Land. I'll be back doing more code stuff next Friday at noon CT. So if you want to follow, thanks for the follow, C3PO and Malcolm. Hopefully I'll have some alerts set up by then, so I'll know when you follow me as opposed to just reading. And thank you for the follow, personalized. It's nice. Yeah, I'll be back next week, and I'm gonna be working on this. We're gonna be building. We're gonna be building this thing, so you can. This is using TMDB, which is kind of like IMDb, and fetching all this data and getting all this content and stuff. I've got some of this working. There's already a private repo. We're gonna make it work, and then we're gonna make it public. And that's it. That's what we'll be doing. So I'm gonna switch over to my other computer here. Yeah, but I think it'll be fun. This is like a really visually interesting. Oops, that's not my face. Hello. It's a really interesting app, so I think it'll be fun to build. All right, let me switch over. Lock in my computer. Hitting the button. Hitting. Yeah, thanks for stopping by. I'm going to change my thing. Playing games and hanging out. And then the category will be, I guess, Rocket League. Unless anyone else knows my Steam library and they want to tell me what to stream. You're gonna watch me be really bad at this game. It'll be great. All right, let's see if this works. Oh. I got this Swords of Magic thing over here. See this? This is an indie game that I backed. But yeah. Oh, and the video is going to be uploaded. I'm going to stop the recording right now.